Kind of ironic. Browns can clinch with Joe Flacco against the Jets tomorrow. Team that decided not to sign him in the Jets. Flacco and Robert Saleh asked about Flacco's time with the Jets and then playing against Browns.
We love Joe, first and foremost. Obviously, he spent a couple of years with him. Love him, love the way he prepares. Really pumped for him and the success he's having. But it's just a decision we made in terms of the quarterback room and the way we developed it over the course of OTAs and training camp. And it was just a decision we made.
Was he in the conversation at all when you were pivoting from Aaron between you and Joe?
Yeah, there's always going to be discussions. There was a bunch of guys that we talked about.
I mean, was he specifically part of that conversation, or was that just not a fit in your guys' eyes?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I don't want to speak for Joe D on this one, but yeah, Joe Flacco has a soft spot with all of us.
How impressive is, I know you talked about it yesterday in the call, but what he's doing with Cleveland right now?
No, it's been great. You know, he's, you know, his Amari is making him we always joke around, you know, just make the quarterback a hero, and Amari's playing some great football. The run game, the O-line, defense is getting him the ball, and with each passing week, he's getting more and more confident. The team is getting more and more confident, and they're starting to hit stride at the perfect time. So they're, you know, they're galvanizing around it, and you can see it on tape.
Listen, man, you know, there's all kinds of things that happen throughout the course of a season and an off season and things like that. And I enjoyed my time while I was there, and you know, it is what it is. I'm happy to be where I am, that's for sure. Listen, there's 32 teams in the NFL. They're just another one of those teams. I got a lot of guys over there I really respect and had an awesome few years with in that locker room. So, a lot of respect for those guys.
Scott, he won't say it, but it would be a little. If he goes out and plays well, it would mean a little bit more to him. He'd never say that, but
yeah, I think so.
As a competitor.
Yeah, I mean, given the history, given the fact that they didn't call him, and there's reasons they didn't call him, right? The Browns situation is different. I mean, the Browns waited till November. You know, Aaron Rodgers gets hurt in the first quarter of that opener, but they had Zach Wilson, and he's a former #2 pick, so. You know, it made sense to turn it over to him as opposed to going and get Joe Flacco then. Now, they did sign Trevor Siemian at some point. They started Tim Boyle. Like, that's where you can start to go, oh, you know, could you have added Flacco there? The Jets have a really good defense. They have some pieces on offense. Like, I think it's a similar situation to what the Browns have. They just haven't gotten the quarterback play that Flacco's given the Browns. And, you know, and Deshaun Watson did for a chunk of the time, and that helped get the Browns where they were when Flacco took over. So it's an easy comparison. You know, I think you can make an argument that the Jets screwed up by not signing Flacco. But I certainly think that he would be excited, just like Elijah Moore, right? The receiver that spent a couple of years there and wasn't happy in that second year. It would mean a little something extra to beat them and clinch the playoffs against the Jets.